Today we are going to learn the next chapter of your course, Glimpses of India. This chapter has three parts, alright. The first part of this chapter, as is visible on the board, is about Goa, alright. How bread was very important at one time in Goa, clear? Who brought bread to Goa? What was the importance of bread in Goa? Still how people give importance to baking in Goa. All this we are going to understand in this chapter. The second part of this chapter is about a beautiful place known as Coorg. You students must have not yet heard about this place, but I am going to introduce you all to this beautiful place, which is a sandwich between Mysore and Karnataka, or Mangalore. Alright, so this we are going to understand later on. And the third part is about tea. Alright, we all know tea has come from Assam, and how tea is so important. And let me tell you one fact, that over 80 crore cups of tea are consumed in one day all over the world. Alright, in one day, 80 crore cups of tea. Clear? So these are the three things that we are going to understand under this chapter, Glimpses of India. This chapter is going to tell us about three beautiful parts of India, and for what are they important and what is the importance of that particular thing. So, as the title is saying, Bakers of Goa, let me tell you something which is not mentioned in your books or in the chapter, children. You must not be knowing that Portuguese were the first one to, discover the route to India. Columbus, alright? You all know about him. And you know how he discovered the route to India in 15th century, right? And he was a Portuguese, right? So he came to India. After that, Portuguese came to India. They covered the outer part of India like Goa, Dadar and Nagar, and one more part they covered of India, right? So these parts were covered by Portuguese of India in 15th century, alright? And this recipe of bread, whatever you eat related to bread, it may be loaves, it may be pav, or it may be anything, any variety related to bread, has been brought by Portuguese to India. Alright, this recipe was brought by them. Okay, so now we are going to proceed towards this chapter. This was just small information that I gave you in the beginning of the lesson, right? Now, as I told you, Portuguese brought bread to India, and Goa was also ruled by them for some time, right? And bread became so important in Goa, right? People even today, the old people even today, remember that how bread was baked in big furnaces. What do you mean by furnaces? Bhattiya, right? So there were big furnaces on which the bread was baked. Alright. Every morning, the padder, who is padder? The way you know vendors who come to give us newspapers daily, right? Some people come to sell few things on their cycles or on their small carts. They in the same way, in those days and even today in some parts of Goa, people go to houses, okay, to sell bread, and those people who go to sell bread each morning are known as padders. Alright, so every morning padders used to go to sell breads, right? And you know how did they reach to lanes? They had a long stick, clear, and they fixed metal bangles in those sticks, right? And they used to tug it down, or they used to stroke it down on the ground, and the jingling sound of those bangles used to announce the arrival of padders in the lane. The thudding sound and the jingling sound, thudding of the stick on the floor and jingling of the bangles used to announce the arrival of padders in the lane. Children used to wait for them. They used to have a huge basket on their head. With one hand they used to hold the baskets, and with the other hand they used to thud the stick on the ground. Alright, and they used to come like that. And when they used to reach the lane, they used to place this basket with the help of some servant. They used to place this basket on this stick. Alright, and children used to come running from all the houses to select their bread. They were so curious to have their bread. You know, sometimes they brought sweet breads also, meetha, right? So they used to bring sweet breads also. Some, for elder people, they were big loaves of bread, and for children, they had bangles of bread, small, small breads, right? So children used to come running to select their bread, right? You must have also done that. If your mother or father is buying you an ice cream or something, you select the bigger one. Don't you do that? Isn't it? In the same way, these children also, used to come out of their houses to select their breads. But the servants used to set them aside and select the bread. The money was not given at that time. The whole thing was recorded on the wall. The account of each bread was maintained on wall, and at the end of the month, the money was given to the padder. Are you understanding me? This used to happen, and children used to eat bread without even brushing their teeth. They used to be so curious. They used to think that our teeth is going to get cleared with the hot tea only. Why to have brush? Lions never brush their teeth. Alright, so this is what children used to believe, and they never brushed their teeth, and they used to run and come, and they used to greet the padders. They used to like padders a lot, and padders always used to come twice a day. Once early in the morning when they had to give the bread, and after selling all the bread, the padders again used to come to their lane to just spend time with children, alright, with their empty baskets. Clear? So this is how they had. And the dress, if we talk about the dress, children, they used to wear kabai. Their dress was known as kabai. Now what is kabai? Kabai for a female padder is 3/4 frock, alright. Kabai for a male person is shirt and capri, 3/4 pant, 3/4 trouser. Got it? But their dress was known as kabai. Alright, Kabai. And what was the baker who used to, what was the seller who used to come, who used to go to different places to sell bread, known as padder, Padar, padder, Pader, padder. Alright. Yes, I'm just a bit confused with this spelling. So, Pader, padder, right? So this is it. Now, children, what used to happen is, in olden times and even today in few families, bakers are most important for every occasion. Every occasion. If it is marriage, they prepare a special bread known as bol, B-O-L, which is a different variety of bread. If it is a daughter's engagement in house, they prepare sandwiches. Sandwiches are compulsory in their houses if it is a daughter's engagement. Alright, if it is Christmas, then it should be bolinas. It is a special variety of bread which is prepared even today in Goa. Right? So, for different occasions, they have different varieties of bread. A baker is the most important person at the time of any occasion which is celebrated in Goa. For parties also, different dish of bread is prepared. So, bread is actually very, very important in Goa. Alright, so this is there in the chapter. People who were bakers in olden times used to be considered as the most prosperous and happy people. They used to sell breads, and they became so, rich by selling bread. Bakers were the most prosperous family in Goa in olden times. Even today, bread is very important in Goa. But here in this chapter, the extra importance that bread held in olden times has been reflected. Alright, so this is the part. And one more thing, bakers used to lick fat. Have you seen any, in Marwari language we call a Seth, who is a very plump person, right? In the same way, bakers were of, very plump, very fat, and if somebody was fat, people used to tease him, are you a baker? Because only bakers used to be very fat. They were very happy, prosperous, so they used to be fat. People teased them. And if somebody used to wear 3/4 dresses, people used to tease them, are you a padder? Even today they are teased by this name. Are you a padder? Are you a baker? If they are plump and they are wearing 3/4 dresses as Kabai is. Alright. So this is what has been mentioned in the chapter. This I told you a small information that how bread was brought in Goa by Portuguese, right? How bread, is still important. How padders go from one lane to another. They sell their breads to people every day. And how is their arrival announced, children? What did I tell you about their announcement? How did they reach the different lanes? They used to have a long stick. They used to thud that stick on the ground, and the jingling of the metal bangles that were fixed in the bamboo stick. Alright. So this is used to happen, and they were known as padder. The dress that they used to wear is known as kabai, and the variety of bread that was prepared on marriages is known as ball. Christmas and other festivals, bolinas. At daughter's engagement, sandwiches. Alright, parties, a different dish of bread, right? Other than that, I told you that children never brushed. They used to run out, and they used to, they wanted, the bread bangles and even the sweet bread, which was occasionally brought by the padders. Padders did not take sweet bread daily, but occasionally they used to take sweet bread, and children used to get excited for those sweet breads. Alright, so this is one part, and how they used to go from one lane to another. The money was paid to them at the end of the month. The whole account was maintained on the wall. Alright, still even I have seen my grandparents and my mother writing phone numbers on the walls. I also remember. So previously people used to maintain the records on walls, because they knew that anytime they can see that record, isn't it? So they were maintained on wall. So this is it for this chapter, children. That is Glimpses of India, a baker from Goa. I hope you have understood. We are quickly going to read these points, and then we're going to end the lesson, right? A baker from Goa. Of course, I told you who brought bread to Goa? Portuguese, right? Because Portuguese were the first ones to discover the way to India. Clear? And they came and they stayed in Goa, and their elders, still today, the elders of Goa remember those old days when bread used to be very important, which was brought by Portuguese, right? So elders often think of Portuguese days and their loaves of bread. So of course Portuguese, when came to India, they brought recipe of bread, right? Of course bread used to come in loaves, bangles, small, big bread, and all those recipes were brought by Portuguese, right? So the age-old furnaces I told you is what? Bhatti, right? So they had big furnaces, and on which several breads at one go were made. So still bake those breads. Of course the furnaces are still present there, and the breads are baked on them still even today. The thud and the jingle of baker's bamboo announces his arrival. I told you who used to bring the bread, children? Padder, right? The person who used to come. They were not the owners. They were just the people who used to come to their lanes and give the bread, right? So the thudding and the jingling sound used to announce their arrival, right? Even today bakers are known as padders in Goa. The children run to meet them and greet them, right? Of course I told you that children used to be very excited to see them. They long for bread bangles and sweet bread. They used to jump and try to look into the basket of padder to actually have sweet bread. Then marriages, bowl. I told you bowl is made in marriages. Parties, simple bread. Engagement, sandwiches, daughter's engagement sandwiches, and bolinas for Christmas, right? Kabai was the dress which was worn by them, and it was a profitable business, happy and prosperous. A fat person is still known as baker in Goa, and if a person wears 3/4 dress, it is known as a kabai or padder again. Alright, so this is what has been mentioned in the chapter, children. I hope you have understood this chapter, this part of the chapter, baker from Goa.